Namaste. In the previous section, you have learned one method of obtaining the roots of a quadratic equation by factorization, that means by splitting the middle term method. In this session, we shall study another method, solution of a quadratic equation by completing the square. Okay, let's start. Let us consider an example, 9x square minus 15x plus 6 is equal to 0. Here the first step is make sure that the coefficient of x square is 1. Okay, here what is the coefficient of x square? Here it is 9. So we have to make the coefficient of x square as 1. That is the first step. For that we can divide the entire equation by 9. Dividing by 9. What we get? X square then minus 15 by 9. 15 by 9 we can cancel 5 by 3. So 5 by 3 x, then plus 6 by 9. 6 by 9 is 2 by 3, which is equal to 0. So the first step is make the coefficient of x square as 1. Okay, now it is 1. Coefficient of x square is 1. And the second step is we have to add and subtract half into coefficient of x the whole square. So we can write step number 2, add and subtract 1 by 2 into coefficient of x the whole square. So here what is the coefficient of x? 5 by 3. We have to take the number only. Okay, no need to take the sign, just take the number only. 5 by 3. So half of 5 by 3, 1 by 2 into 5 by 3. What is 1 by 2 into 5 by 3? 5 by 6 whole square. So 5 by 6 the whole square. This term we have to add and subtract. Okay, so first we can write the first two terms, x square minus 5 by 3x. Then we can add the term plus 5 by 6 the whole square. Then we have to write the last term 2 by 3, and after that we can subtract the same term 5 by 6 the whole square, which is equal to 0. So here we add 5 by 6 the whole square and subtract 5 by 6 the whole square. Okay. Now collect the first three terms. Look at the first three terms. X square minus 5 by 3x plus 5 by 6 the whole square. So it is of the form a minus b the whole square. In some question it may be a plus b the whole square according to the sign of the second term. Here it is minus, so we can say it will be a minus b the whole square. So we can combine these three terms and we can write it as x minus 5 by 6 the whole square. Okay, x minus 5 by 6 the whole square. The rule behind it is we have to write the square root of the first term. Just cancel the square and we can write it as x. Square root of the first term, sine of the second term. Sine of the second term. Here it is minus, so minus. Again square root of the third term. We can cancel this square and we can write 5 by 6. Okay. Square root of first term, sine of second term, square root of third term. Then we can write it as whole square. Okay. X minus 5 by 6 the whole square. On expanding we will get these three terms. X minus 5 by 6 the whole square. A square, x square, 2ab. 2 into 5 by 6 into x. So 5 by 3x, then b square, 5 by 6 the whole square. Next term is 2 by 3, so plus 2 by 3, then minus 5 by 6 the whole square, 25 divided by 36, which is equal to 0. So x minus 5 by 6 the whole square, then plus, here the denominator is 3 and here it is 36. So we can make the denominator same. For that we can multiply it by 12, both numerator and denominator by 12. 12 3s are 36. Okay, 12 into 2, 24 divided by 12 into 3, 36. Minus 25 divided by 36, that will be equal to 0. Or x minus 5 by 6 the whole square 24 minus 25 minus 1 divided by 36 is equal to 0. That is x minus 5 by 6 the whole square is equal to 1 by 36. Or x minus 5 by 6 is equal to square root of 1 by 36. Okay. So x minus 5 by 6 is equal to plus or minus root of 1 is 1 and square root of 36 is 6. So x minus 5 by 6 is equal to plus or minus 1 by 6. Now we can write x minus 5 by 6 is equal to 1 by 6, that is plus 1 by 6, or x minus 5 by 6 is equal to minus 1 by 6. That is x is equal to 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6, or x equal to minus 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6. That is x equal to 6 by 6, which gives 1, or x is equal to 4 by 6, that is x equal to 2 by 3. So the roots of the given quadratic equation are x equal to 1 and x equal to 2 by 3. Is it clear? Now we move on to exercise 4.3. Find the roots of the following quadratic equations if they exist by the method of completing the square. 4 sub questions are given. We can discuss one by one. Okay. Consider the first one. 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. And what is the first step? Make sure that the coefficient of x square is 1. Okay. So we can divide the entire equation by 2 in order to make the coefficient of x square 1. Okay. So dividing by 2, we get x square minus 7 by 2x plus 3 by 2 equal to 0. Now what is the second step? Add and subtract half into coefficient of x the whole square. So half into 7 by 2 the whole square. That is 7 by 4 the whole square. This term we have to add and subtract. So x square minus 7 by 2x plus 7 by 4 the whole square. Then plus, we can write the last term 3 by 2. After that we can subtract minus 7 by 4 the whole square, which is equal to 0. The addition term we write it as the third term, and the subtraction term we write it as the last term. Okay. Now combining first 3 terms, we can write, here it is minus, so a minus b the whole square. For that we can take the square root of the first term, here it is x, sine of the second term, here it is minus, square root of the third term 7 by 4, then whole square. X minus 7 by 4 the whole square. Then plus 3 by 2 minus 7 square. What is 7 square? 49. 4 square 16, which is equal to 0. Okay. So x minus 7 by 4 the whole square. Here the first fraction is 3 by 2 and second one is minus 49 by 16. So in order to make the denominator of the first one as 16, we can multiply both numerator and denominator of this fraction by 8. 2 into 8, 16. Okay. So it becomes 3 8s are 24 divided by 2 8s are 16. Then minus 49 by 16, which is equal to 0. So x minus 7 by 4 the whole square minus 25 divided by 16 is equal to 0. 24 minus 49. 24 minus 49 is what? Minus 25. Okay. Now we can take this term to right side. X minus 7 by 4 the whole square is equal to 25 by 16. Or we can write x minus 7 by 4 equal to square root of 25 divided by 16. And here we can write x minus 7 by 4 is equal to plus or minus, we can take the root. Root 25. Root 25 is 5 and root 16 is 4. That is x minus 7 by 4 equal to plus 5 by 4, or x minus 7 by 4 is equal to minus 5 by 4. We split the term. Okay. Now we can write x is equal to 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4. And it is 12 by 4, which is equal to 3. and here x is equal to minus 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4, that is x is equal to 2 by 4, that is x equal to 1 by 2. Therefore the roots are x equal to 3 and x equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Now consider the second one, 2x square plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. Here also the coefficient of x square is not equal to 1. So we can divide the whole equation by 2. Dividing by 2, we get x square plus 1 by 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now half into coefficient of x. Here it is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, which gives 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 square we can add and subtract. Okay, add and subtract half into coefficient of x the whole square. That is the rule. So x square plus 1 by 2x plus 1 by 4 the whole square minus 2 minus 1 by 4 the whole square, which is equal to 0. Now we can combine first three terms. Write the square root of first term. Here it is x. Sign of the second term. Here it is plus. Then square root of third term. Here it is 1 by 4 the whole square. It is of the form a plus b the whole square. In the previous question it was a minus b the whole square. Okay. Minus 2 minus 1 by 16, which is equal to 0. That is x plus 1 by 4 the whole square. Here we can cross multiply. Minus 32 minus 1 divided by 16 is equal to 0. So x plus 1 by 4 the whole square minus 33 divided by 16 is equal to 0. That is x plus 1 by 4 the whole square is equal to 33 by 16. Or x plus 1 by 4 is equal to square root of 33 divided by 16. Or x plus 1 by 4 is equal to plus or minus. We know 33 is not a perfect square. So what we can write? Root 33 by, and what is root 16? Square root of 16 is 4. So plus or minus root 33 divided by 4. Now we can split x plus 1 by 4 equal to root 33 by 4, or x plus 1 by 4 is equal to minus root 33 divided by 4. So x equal to root 33 by 4 minus 1 by 4, or x equal to minus root 33 by 4 minus 1 by 4. That is x equal to, here the denominator is same. So we can write root 33 minus 1 by 4, or x equal to minus root 33 minus 1 by 4. So these are the roots. X equal to root 33 minus 1 divided by 4 and x equal to minus root 33 minus 1 divided by 4. Clear? Now we move on to question number 3. 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. To make the coefficient of x square 1, what we can do? Here the coefficient of x square is 4, so we can divide the entire equation by 4. So dividing by 4, that is x square plus root 3x plus 3 by 4 is equal to 0. Look at the coefficient of x. Here it is root 3. So half into coefficient of x. So half into root 3, or we can write root 3 by 2 the whole square. This term we have to add and subtract. Okay. So x square plus root 3x plus root 3 by 2 the whole square plus 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 2 the whole square. Now we can combine first three values. Square root of first term x, sine of second term plus square root of third term root 3 by 2 the whole square plus 3 by 4, here minus 3 by 4, which is equal to 0. Here also equal to 0. Here we can cancel 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4, and we get x plus root 3 by 2 the whole square is equal to 0. So here we got the value as x plus root 3 by 2 the whole square equal to 0. Okay. So what we can write is x plus root 3 by 2 into x plus root 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Okay. X square means x into x. Similarly, we can write x plus root 3 by 2 into x plus root 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Being a quadratic equation, we have to get two roots. That's why we have written like that. Okay. Now we can equate each and every factor. So x plus root 3 by 2 is equal to 0, or again the same term x plus root 3 by 2 is equal to 0. So x equal to 0 minus root 3 by 2, that is minus root 3 by 2. Here also x equal to minus root 3 by 2. So in this problem we got two roots and they are absolutely equal. That we can conclude like that, two equal real roots. Okay, x equal to minus root 3 by 2 and again x equal to minus root 3 by 2. Okay. Now we move on to the last sub question. 2x square plus x plus 4 is equal to 0. Here also the coefficient of x square is not equal to 1. So we can divide the entire equation by 2. Dividing by 2, we get x square plus 1 by 2 x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now we have to find half into coefficient of x the whole square. So half into half, that is 1 by 4 the whole square. This time we have to add and subtract. So x square plus 1 by 2 x plus 1 by 4 the whole square plus 2 minus 1 by 4 the whole square, which is equal to 0. Now we can combine first three terms. Square root of first term is x, sine of second term is plus, square root of third term 1 by 4 the whole square, then plus 2 minus 1 by 16, which is equal to 0. Okay. So x plus 1 by 4 the whole square, then plus, here we can cross multiply 16 into 2, 32 minus 1 divided by 16 is equal to 0. X plus 1 by 4 the whole square plus 31 by 16 is equal to 0. This number we can take to right side. So x plus 1 by 4 the whole square is equal to minus 31 divided by 16. So here we got square of a number is negative. Square of a number is a negative number. X plus 1 by 4 the whole square is equal to minus 31 by 16. Is it possible? We know no negative number can be the square of any number. No negative number can be the square of any number, any real number. Okay. So here the situation is not possible. That means x plus 1 by 4 the whole square is equal to minus 31 by 16 is not possible. Is not possible. Because no negative number can be the square of any real number. So we can conclude real roots does not exist. That means in the set of real numbers we can't solve this quadratic equation. Okay. So we can write, therefore real roots does not exist. Is it clear? So today we have discussed solution of a quadratic equation by completing the square, and we have discussed some problems from exercise 4.3 as well. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Thank you.